Hi traders, I wasn't trading today. I was at the Olympics and the Royal Academy Summer Exhibition. So I had a great day out. The weather was fantastic. Not a great day's trading. I've not missed much. This is the oil. Yeah, we're holding up. This is a key level. This pivot here at 93.15. But just not doing much. We are very extended up here, but holding up. I mean, a couple of topping tails like that suggests that we start breaking those lows, and that could come down. We are in a little bit of a channel here, but we're breaking. We're at the top of the channel. Perhaps the oil will want to come back into this. The US trade balance was positive. UK was slightly worse than expected, so I would leave oil well alone. Dow, we've got an hour and 40 minutes. Let me see, the hourly bar suggests that we could see a good close. So we're just consolidating. If we don't close above yesterday's high, I would get very suspicious of this market. Wonder if that is a pennant up there that could be broken and drag us down. So we're holding up. The point is, that's the key issue, the fact we're holding up. But I'm just concerned about these topping tails. If it's a bullish consolidation, we'll tomorrow run up above these and engulf it and run. Let's have a look at what data is coming up tomorrow. It's my uncle's birthday tomorrow. We've got not a lot. We're pretty dry. UK inflation, federal budget balance right at the end of the day. That's a pretty dry day. So I think we may see another quiet day tomorrow, so be careful. That's pretty light, but we are holding up. I think what's dragging the markets down is this euro is weak, very weak. So we got the pullback to the 8 EMA and we've now closed down here. This is not good at all. There is support here, but it's just shorting again. Pull back to 123.30. And we could start to attack these lows down here. So that's what's holding the market back. Unless that euro picks up, this market is under a lot of pressure. Let's look at the pound. Pound was not a great trading day at all. It's been pretty, it's had a good, it's just stuck in this range. Now you can, as I explained on the previous video, you can just take that to your advantage. But today was tough. That really wasn't. That just wasn't doing it. If we look at the other pound pairs, pound yen sideways. Pound Swiss is good. I was just narrowly stopped out of this. I had a position in this one, held it overnight, and got stopped out by a couple of pips. Very frustrating. But the signs were there, in that the stochastics are crossing, but more importantly that we're holding the 50%. We're closed above even that, the 38.2, and now we're just charging up. So this pound Swissy is now right in an apex. I would buy a pullback to that. I think that is one of the best trending charts at the moment. So the pullback area is 152.40 if you can get it. 152.40. 152.50 is more realistic, but that's just. But I would expect a deeper. I would be greedy and try and get you never know, you might even get 152.25. But watch out for that one, because that's one of the cleaner charts out there. Pound Aussie dollar is just not doing it. Data overnight for the Aussie was strong. Their employment data was positive. So we could come down to these levels here. So watch out for a pullback. If we start coming down here and throwing in hammers, then this looks as if this is rolling over. In line with what I said yesterday, all touches of the 8, of which my move up yesterday was just that. That's sold into. In fact, what I could have done is literally shorted at the 8 and made, sort of rode it to the 8 and then rode it back down again. But that's not a brilliant strategy. There's nothing fundamentally wrong with that. Now CAD, very weak. Wow. Look at this consolidation. You see this a lot on all time frames. So we drop, pull back to resistance, we drop, we pull back to resistance, pull back, we pull back to resistance, and then we drop. So if we follow the same trend, 157, we're currently 155. I think this is too weak. I don't think we'll get that. We're now at major support, but that's a decent way down. Very, very decent way down. Not easy. You've got to be very. We're talking about daily charts. This is a lot of patience here, and that's about 2 weeks of consolidation. You can leave it alone and then wait. You see, look at that. We had a sell-off day there, and the next day it moves back up again. We had 3 days of selling. Then we had a hammer. That's a tough trade. That's not a clean chart. All you could have done with that one is just shorted the highs. Every time it hit this resistance, just get short and stay short. Hopefully keep your stop. There's 159. So we kept your stop at 159 and shorted there, and that must be about 158.75 or something. So it's not that big a stop. Eventually you would have got 300 points, but you have to be very, very patient, particularly if you got in quite early on up there. Euro yen, I was suggesting could move up. That's broke. This 97 pivot we closed on it yesterday and we closed below it today, but it's just not doing much at all. CAD yen, I called this one, traded some of it. I actually made next to no money out of it. I should have just. This was a mistake. I made a couple of mistakes this week. A narrow stop out on the pound Swissy. The stop was just a little bit too tight, and I jumped ship on this one accidentally. Not been a great mover, but I bought this pullback here, this fib level, closed up, and it's had another second high day. This is not bad. It tracks oil. Obviously, any CAD pair generally track oil. Oil sideways are potentially going to, on the back of that weak euro, is potentially going to drop. So if you're in it, get your stop under today's lows, 78.65. It's potentially a bit of a topping tail, a bit of a reversal bar up there, but it is nonetheless a higher close. So I would get your stop at 78.50 area and leave it. You can see there is strength in the dollar with its US dollar Swissy. We've only pulled back. This is a major area of resistance. Look at where we've pulled back to. We've got this here, this here, a lot of price action here, and we've closed right on it. So you can't trade that. That's right at resistance. We could just roll over now. All depends on the euro. If that euro continues to get weak, I think this will bust up. You could buy a pullback to 97.40, but you'd have to have a stop under there about you've got to really go 96.50. It's not that big a stop. I mean, if it busts up, that could really go nicely. But otherwise, steer clear. And then look at this Aussie US. This is really struggling. It's had good data. This is a major pivot area. huge resistance up there, and it just keeps selling. I think this Aussie, it's potentially a bullish consolidation. It's holding, keeps making slightly higher closes. We could just bust up. It's not selling. If we close above 106, then we're potentially going up to 108, 109. We start closing below, and I would get short. So I'm not doing anything with the Aussie now. So as we get towards the end of the weekend, you know, these charts are not clear. It's summer. You know, we're all eyes on the euro, all eyes on what the Dow's doing, and we're stuttering. And sometimes there will be no swing trade, and today is one of those days, and this is one of those weeks. Aussie CAD, a little bit weaker, again not great. So the pound Swissy is definitely one of the cleanest charts out there. US dollar yen is not doing it, trapped in that range, which Forex does this. You know, it's typical Forex to get stuck in a box. Whichever way it breaks out of that box, it will go that distance. If it goes long, it will go that way. If it goes short, it will go that way. Otherwise, it's just not worth trading at the moment. Gold. Again, I've got another. So this is another stop out. I got stopped out by a couple of dollars here, and we've closed higher. I was trading a lot that day, so couldn't concentrate on the gold, and it cost me a move. The stop out didn't cost me much, but I missed out on the upside. But it's in a tough place. Hopefully you guys in the room would have seen my charts that I dished out on that one. So US dollar CAD is weak. So not a lot going out there, not a lot going on. So we've got bullish tones, but we've got you know, a weak dollar. So the market is stressed. It's stressed between good data on the US and poor data on the Europe, and that's pretty much the flavour of the weeks to come, I think, unless the ECB comes out with a bold move, which is unlikely at the moment, highly unlikely. Okay, so I'm very interested in the pound Swiss. Not much interest in anything else. Let's see what tomorrow gives us. And not a lot of data tomorrow, so I'll be trading very light tomorrow. Alright, hope that helps. Any questions, let me know.